Schooling under COVID has been so hard. And my younger son, absolutely, I went into his room and I said, "Isn't it time now for you to be working on math?" And he said, "I hate math. I hate doing math on Zoom. I hate math." And so the first part is I'm just like, oh my God, this again, because this isn't the first time we've dealt with the I hate math thing, and I thought I'd addressed it already. So for starters, the tenderness to me of I have a bajillion things I need to do today, and he's not, there's an expectation he's going to be on the Zoom class with math, and he's going to get further behind, and this is going to further impact my life and suck more time away from me and what I want to be working on today. Oh, so for starters, tenderness towards myself. This is an impossible situation for all the reasons our Nina and Miki and all of us know in our bones about living in these nuclear families. And now the extra pressure of COVID. Oh my God. So huge love and compassion to myself of like, oh, this is so hard. And now what is the should? The should is to DJs, like I should have more time for my kid. I should be teaching him the math. Everything should be educational. He should be engaged with this school. And it's like, oh, what am I yearning for? What is it that I want? Where is the sadness? I love math. And I know that math, even if he doesn't love math, I know how useful it is to have a basic understanding of math to function in society. I want that for him, and I want him to be engaged, and I have the sense I'm failing and society is failing him, and this is all, oh, this is so sad. And so then from that space, I reached out to him and I said, I know that the strategy is, it's clear, it's not working. This going on the math, the way that you're trying to learn the math, this is not working for you at all. Do you have any ideas? Any ideas about how this could go better? He's like, I don't, he's been so dumped in Zoom for so many, like he's lost all creativity, the poor kid, with like creative thinking. Usually he can come up with ideas, but he's just too beaten down at this point. And then I had an idea, and it came from this, I now had some spaciousness. And I said, you know what I know the thing that is bearable to you is connecting with friends. What if I reached out, and what if we created a math study session for you, where you teach each other the concepts and then you teach it to me? And he was like, he wasn't 100% thrilled, but it made it, he stretched into the willingness. And so that is what we were able, that is how we got through math. And so to let go of these like all the preconceived strategies and all of it and all of the shoulding and having compassion. So I offer that.
I want to extract a couple of principles from the story. One of them is to create togetherness in holding the problem. And the moment you create togetherness, you move from conflict to dilemma. The problem is not between you. The problem is something you look at together. And once you look at the problem together, you have much more capacity to imagine a solution. But in order to do that, there needs to be either trust that already exists from before, or you build the trust in the moment by letting the child know, either explicitly or implicitly, that you're not going to impose a solution on them and you're not going to disregard their needs. This, in the story from Lisa, this shows up in the form of just saying, I know you hate math. I know this is not working for you. Just those words, I know this is not working for you, is acknowledgement for the child that their needs matter. There isn't in it any, you should do it anyway. It's not, I know this is not working for you. Too bad, honey, you must do it. I know this is not working for you. And landing in that gives the child space. So that's one piece. The other is inviting the child into the solution space by saying, do you have an idea of how to do this? In this case, he didn't, but I know because I've heard any number of stories from Lisa over the years. Often enough, they do. And when the child solves the problem for both the adult and the child, you are already living in a different place. And Inbal, our sister, told us that when her son was 2, in about a quarter of the situations, he was the one who found the solution, not the parents. And so
I
that's
just want to say to just one thing to this. A long while ago, someone wrote that he or she offered their children the question, what would you do if you were the mom? Which is another version of the same thing, which is so beautiful. I mean, let's switch, because we are here together. Let's switch. What would you do? And you wanted to say more.
Yeah. The last thing is that when Lisa came up with a proposed solution, it already includes within it care for what works for him. The solution is tailored to the particular character of the son. So what you were saying is, you know that he likes engaging with friends, so you found a solution that was based on engaging with friends. Our nephew Yanai is a scientist. He was a scientist probably before he was born. So many times solutions looked like research experiments. So you need to tailor the solutions to the strengths and capacities of your child, not some other child that is in a book. Yeah, those are the principles that I extracted from what you shared.
Yeah, and I want to emphasize one of them, that you said it, and I want to even make it bigger. One of the needs that I found is essential for all of us, which I hold under the family of security needs, is something that I call to have a place to be fully me. Okay? Drink these words for a moment and check with yourselves if you recognize that you have that need. I want to have a place in the world where I can be fully me. You feel it, people? You feel this, the vibration of these words? Okay. How many of us really had that chance to have a place within the family and later on within communities, school, whatever, to have a place where I can feel fully me? I think very few of us, because of the fear of that we won't fit in whatever. And so when we think about our children, and by all that just Lisa told and Miki put together, when I acknowledge what my son really wants or knows or loves, and or when I ask him or her what they would do or what they offer, this is the need that I'm attending to. This is the longing. Hey, I'm here. Yes, I have a small body, but I need, especially because I'm small in a world of Gullivers, I need a place to know that I am fully me. So when you address me in that way of acknowledging or asking, you give me that space. And that deepens the trust and my willing to come towards you, mommy or daddy. If you give me the space, I exist, then I can give you a lot more than I gave you before.